10 years ago, a terrifying entity emerged on YouTube. Troom Troom. Guilty of the highest crime of burning people's retinas with overly complicated, completely unnecessary life hacks that helped literally no one.
Remove a ballpoint refill. Put in a crispy cookie stick. Tie your friend's legs carefully so that you don't wake her up.
The channel was created in 2015 and it appeared to be pretty normal for a while, but then of course they took a turn and they started doing the really weird looking life hacks, lip thumbnails, pranks, and basically became a content farm back in the era where life hack content farms were popular. You know, like OG Troom Troom classics are videos like 14 weird ways to sneak food into class, featuring the diva baddie Miss Smith with the sharpied mole, this video of Fortnite versus Minecraft school supplies with a banana life hack that features a impractically short pencil and some dialogue that seems really troubling.
He scares the girls, even finds the skull of the oldest player.
This was the crime it was guilty of, and it was given the highest sentence of being brutally mocked by YouTubers for half a decade. But then time passed and people stopped talking about it. And it makes you wonder, did the content get better? Did the content just remain the same but go stale? Or did it disappear from this earth altogether? Sadly, none of the above happened. In fact, Troom Troom's gotten way worse. We all just collectively turned our backs away from Troom Troom at the worst possible time. Instead of posting kind of terrible life hacks, they are now posting content to the highest degree of brain rot.
Guilty is your lies.
This should refresh your memory.
First, I need to glue on the nose. Just wonderful.
Feel so lonely without the gut.
See, nowadays it has over 47 active channels and over 144 million combined subscribers. And I do have to say, this has to be one of the most baffling content changes I have seen on the platform. This video about a secret room in a toilet is literally just about a woman falling into a toilet and then becoming friends with the toilet people. I should mention that the room decorations in this, as well as every other video of theirs, is quite horrifying. They also have another video of theirs, absolutely iconic, called Secret Room in a Plane After Crash, where you have some person wielding an axe on the plane.
This snake is done for! Perfect! Alright, wish me luck!
A bunch of influencers screaming, and then the main characters go on a quest to find some hotties.
I'm going first! That hottie is mine! There aren't any hotties in here!
And this looks like an absolutely nightmarish trip, right? But you know what really makes a trip suck? Terrible data roaming charges. But luckily for us, there's today's sponsor, Saily. Saily is a digital SIM card that lets you easily and affordably stay connected in over 180 countries. And here's how easy it is. You download the Saily app, pick your data plan based on where you're going to, and use code Savantics at checkout for a 15% discount. Click install eSIM and then you're all set. Your plan will immediately activate when you arrive. Right away you'll have internet access, making it easy to do the things you really want to do, like book an Uber, find your way around so you don't get lost, or post completely necessary tourist photos pointing at a clock. And once the eSIM is installed, you don't need to install a new one for each country. This summer, I'm going to the United Kingdom. I'm glad that with Saily, I no longer have to worry about hunting down a physical SIM card while I'm fighting for my life at the airport. And I no longer have to deal with terrifying data roaming charges. And the great thing is that you can get 15% off their data plans. Just scan the code on screen or use the link in the description and pinned comment to download Saily today and use code Savantics at checkout. Thank you, Saily, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to Troom Troom. I think we need to look specifically at their thumbnail design as of recent. One thing Troom Troom has kept consistent is the fact that they use mouths in their thumbnails a lot. So now you have mouths licking a sucker, and then those suckers are mwah. This is actually not a one-off thumbnail, it's a thumbnail style, a template of theirs. Wicked Elphaba and Glinda, total transformation. Like, what is even happening here? What is the, how is the spine working on these people? Are they cauldrons? Is the video about transforming into a cauldron? What is going on here? I just opened up their channel, Troom Troom Trick, right now. I can't even, what is happening with the Squid Game doll here? this is also a thumbnail template they use of a weird bed with its mouth opened up or whatever. It's kind of wild because they actually use the same thumbnail on multiple videos. Like the one with the Shin Sonic bed here. A month ago it says, "We build a secret room for Shin Sonic. I was adopted by Shin Sonic." And then it says 3 weeks ago, "Shin Sonic secret room extreme bunk bed makeover challenge." That's not even a bunk bed in the thumbnail. Okay, this is obviously already using AI. Yes, it's using Photoshop too. Like, I'm not oblivious to that. Like, it's not just purely an AI generated image, but they're using AI in this process, right? And they have so much money from all their channels. You would think that they would at least, I don't know, make a bunk bed? It's not that much harder for them to have just done that extra step. But no, it's just the same thumbnail. They also have a tendency to just reuse their content. Like here they have the same video that's basically been posted twice, except one of them is the extended version, one's shorter. So this is Barbie Beauty Makeover. These nails, I gotta say, this is the new trend of summer 2025. These will be the in nails. You know, let's take a look at a couple of modern Troom Troom videos to see what's going on here, right? Is the content as bad as the thumbnails? Let's just see, let's find out. Rich versus poor versus Giga Rich Girl in Squid Game 2. So let's see, okay, the video's opening up on a makeover challenge, which isn't part of the video's titling or anything at all.
Green light. Red light. What?
Okay, so now there's this person and she's trapped in a tube with buttons on the outside of the tube. Okay, let's do a quick little demonstration right here, okay, right? Inside of tube, outside of tube. The buttons are on the outside, okay? To press the button, you gotta press the outside. But apparently she presses the button from the inside.
Guys, which button should I press? Or that one? Green!
Something's raising some red flags about that, guys. Maybe these aren't well written. And it's very clear that this video isn't really adhering to Squid Game at all. Like, there's like a clear formula with how Squid Game is run. Certain games you play, and the fact that you are forced to be a player, and you can't just become a guard. But now they're ordering guard uniforms. And then there's this really random, distracting sequence of this person playing a drag the guard for Wi-Fi signal game. At this point, it's become clear that the video is just an assortment of nonsensical activities that really don't actually fit together, and they're just vaguely tied together through a couple of Squid Game visuals.
Wednesday core! Oh no, mistake! Thing? Beautiful!
And I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I forgot it was rich versus poor versus Giga Rich Girl. Like, I forgot that there was that whole class commentary going on in this video, but don't worry, it does cycle back to that as they just start, you know, grunting and going, ugh, at each other.
Hottie? You! Keep breathing! I've literally wasted a mile of tape!
This is an accurate portrayal of the class struggle we're facing globally. I have never seen a better political commentary on the top 1%. No.
Thank you, bro girl. Let me hug you. Ew, no offense.
And then you get to the end of the video and Squid Game is an afterthought. I mean, that hasn't been a thing for nearly half the video. There is no more Squid Game, but now there's other people like Megan. I also decided to watch a couple other videos of modern Troom Troom. They have a channel called Troom Troom Food and then many other international versions of that channel. And I have to say, Troom Troom Food doesn't really have much to do with actual food. Like, a lot of their videos don't have food in them at all. But I did decide to click on one that seemed like it would be about food because, well, maybe that's their bread and butter, right? Maybe that's what they excel at. So I thought I'd give it a chance. So I clicked on Nightmare versus Smiling Critters Poppy Playtime Food Challenge. And the real challenge was getting through this video.
Want some? I'll eat it myself.
Michael, don't leave me here.
I don't like it. What? Whoever finishes the food faster wins.
It opens up on them arguing about Christmas decorations, and then they say they're gonna settle it through a food challenge. And then, you know what? It lives up to its name for a little bit. They just start devouring food, right? Becoming gods of consumption. But then, similar to the other Troom Troom channel, the video stops being on point with its subject about halfway through. Like, the idea of food or whatever they were just doing is completely abandoned, and I couldn't even tell you what it's about. All I know is that they decide to call this thing this person's holding a wand.
How about my magic wand?
Ma'am, that is not a wand. You could not get that through airport security. Hey guys, this is my paintbrush. I love painting things with it. It's an amazing paintbrush, you guys. Bippity boppity boo. This one, once again, wild. Nothing really to say here that I haven't said about the other ones, except I keep just noticing more and more weird little things that Troom Troom does in their videos. Like, they toss their thumbnail up in the middle of the video. Don't know why, couldn't tell you, but they did it. The video is just about her undergoing chica-fication the whole time. The lipstick is kind of reminding me of some sort of other YouTube entity. Now, of course, I also clicked on the video by Troom Troom Trick called I Was Adopted by Shadow the Hedgehog. The video is slop once again, but one key moment is where Shadow circles the person, trying to send the girl into the ether, the next world, the next life, and while doing so, saying Troom Trick.
Troom Trick!
Yeah, I've noticed on this channel, they say the title of the channel like a catchphrase multiple times throughout their videos.
Troom Trick! Troom Trick! Troom Trick!
Also, the Shadow costume head is going to give people nightmares. That literally any random furry you could call up would probably have this thing sorted out in 5 seconds. That's all I'm gonna say. The forbidden dark furry forces need to be assembled. They need to get up into Troom Troom Trick and start working on this, okay? Some changes need to happen.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do about it? Just as I thought!
Now, I'm not gonna lie, the VA in all of these videos, they sound incredibly enthusiastic.
Hang on, baby. How about this?
Is it cringe? Are we cringing? Or are we just jealous that we don't get that much joy? The very clear joy that they have created for themselves. Don't know. Hard to say.
Ooh.
The channel has certainly become some sort of like parody of content farms that you would construct in some sort of fever dream. Like, it's hard to believe that this is a real life thing. Again, 47 active channels at least, and over 144 million subs total. It's a lot. So, editing Sav here, I needed to add this into the video because I realized I forgot to say something really important. People always thought it was very strange that Troom Troom has this sort of voiceover style. It's just one person voicing everybody. It's dawned on me why they do things this way. They can pump out more content quicker if people are just mainly acting and then emoting with their face, their anger or their sadness, whatever they're feeling. You can put any sort of words over that in post-production. Now, the most key reason I think they do this is so that way the video doesn't change at all no matter which language you watch it in. See, they have over 47 channels in tons of different languages. Because there is no original footage where the voice matches what's being said, it's all just, you know, footage with a track over it, with a dubbing track over it. The way that Troom Troom feels to watch is going to be the same no matter which language it's in. You have to assume that it can also be localized super easily. Like, I feel like their production process is just giving a VA the footage and then they have to like improv a script over top of it. Not only does this decision make their content super versatile, it also makes it super easy to pump out stuff fast in every language that you're working in. That's pretty much it. I think it's done to maximize the amount of content they can make, but not just the amount of content they can make in general, the amount of content they can make internationally. Because the one thing that hasn't really changed about them is the fact that they're a content farm. Back then, life hack content farming was popular. Now, this type of content farming, very lucrative, very much so a follower. They don't like to take risk. I'm actually kind of sorry for showing this to you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thanks for watching the video and have a great rest of your day.